more on this, Sung-Yoon Lee joins me from Burlington, Massachusetts. He's a professor of Korean studies at the Fletcher School of Tufts University. Professor, what do you make of the North's announcement that it will consider restarting all temporarily suspended defense activities? How far is it likely to try to push Washington?
Well, for the past 70 years, North Korea has argued that its, quote, hostile U.S. policy, end quote, that drives North Korea to do what it does, which is to proliferate, which is to develop and test ballistic missiles and nuclear devices, activities banned under 10 UN Security Council resolutions that China and Russia also supported. So here we see Kim Jong-un, the North Korean leader, acting in another ploy, another tactic move that is essentially narcissistic deflection, blaming the other for what he had in mind to do anyway, for the wrongs that he plans to do, because this year is a momentous year that calls for fireworks and missile tests.
And we've already seen 4 missile tests just this month. And you wrote an article in September calling North Korea's missile provocations entirely predictable, saying history shows the North makes a show of strength when the U.S. is perceived weak internationally. Is that what's going on now?
Yes, of course, the Biden administration has yet to score major diplomatic victory vis-a-vis its longtime adversaries, including North Korea. But moreover, this year is sort of an annus mirabilis. It's a miraculous year for Kim Jong-un because there are many important dates coming up on the calendar. The year marks the 110th anniversary of the birth of the grandfather, the state founder, Kim Il-sung. It also marks the 80th anniversary of the birth of his father, and that momentous occasion is just around the corner in mid-February. And these dates call for saber rattling, testing new missiles, longer range missiles, as you suggested. North Korea would have resumed these activities anyway at a point of its own choosing, and this year is really timely. And of course, North Korea is deflecting the blame to come on the Biden administration.
So given all of that, looking ahead, what do you think Pyongyang's next move will likely be?
Well, continued missile tests. North Korea, contrary to widespread perception out there, is not crazy. They don't just go berserk, although they do and say very weird things all the time. So through a strategy of graduated escalation, North Korea will fire an intermediate range missile and then a longer range missile, an intercontinental ballistic missile, perhaps even conduct a nuclear test. Even as Beijing is hosting the Winter Games in February, North Korea will at least fire a few more short-range ballistic missiles, which the Chinese may complain about, but will not be rattled by. China might even see some utility in North Korea causing problems for the United States, because every North Korean missile blast is a reminder to the Americans that the United States has depended on China to rein North Korea in and will do so again.
All right, Professor Sung-Yoon Lee joining us from Burlington, Massachusetts. Thank you.